Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I am Holden. Lauren is right there. But she's on her way in. Yeah, so look at this lineup here. We're not fucking around. We got all the bookers, all of them, including this one, which is a little low. That one I got brought into a whiskey night. So it will actually be interesting to see the difference between one that has maybe a quarter bottle left versus all these ones that are pretty damn full. Because, you know, this is going to have a lot more air in it and a lot more open. I also think I might want to try adding a little bit of water to some of these today. I don't really do that often, but these are definitely high enough proof that, like, they can handle it. So I might find a dropper and try adding some water. But I can't, I need you to pour these blinds. Do you want to eat first, or do you want to?
Man, I don't want to have to do that.
Would you rather eat first or pour them?
Why do I have to do so much work on this?
Alright, I'll have you pour them.
I don't even get paid.
So I'm going to step out of the room. Lauren is going to pour these blind into these glens in front of her, and then write it down. And yeah, off to the races. Don't pour too big of pours, because I might add some water to these. Typical pours, but not too big.
Okay, whatever you say, since you're the one in charge, I guess.
Yep, I'm in charge. You guys heard that, right? Okay.
What if I poured something that wasn't Booker's in one of these? That'd be funny. Do you think he would be mad? I work all day long, and now I have to come out here. Okay, that one's gonna go right there. This one, I might as well just put right here. But just because it's already there. Okay. And then we'll do this. Okay. And we'll do this one right here. And then the last one, it just stays right there. Okay, so let's see here. So the first one is this one. Okay. I didn't even know he purchased that. Okay. The second one is this one. Okay. The third one is this one. Right. That's the fourth. The fourth one is this one. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. That's the empty one. 2402. And then the last one is this one. Can you see? Ah. There we go. That one. What is that? Four? Don't ask what's going on, guys. Oh, 4. Okay. All right. Should we not call him back in? He doesn't need to. Okay. I guess I'm done. I'm done. I eat my taco now.
Did you see that the New York Giants signed Russell Wilson? That's crazy.
No, I didn't, because I don't care.
Okay. I'm back. Yes. I'll make room for these bad Larrys up here. So, anyway. How's everyone's night going so far? Guys enjoying I don't know what your weather's like over there, everywhere, but Wisconsin this past week has not been great weather-wise. Like we had a nice little warm snap, and then all of a sudden, boom! It's winter again. Snow on the ground, cold weather. It is starting to go a little bit up, which is nice, but still, what the heck?
I think that it should just be nice, really nice out between now and April 24th, and then blizzard, and then
Wait, April 24th? You want a blizzard in April?
yeah, I want it to be a blizzard during the draft.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I think it'll be really funny because I think that people think that we're over exaggerating our weather here.
Really?
As the frozen tundra. So how funny would it be that the biggest event in the frozen tundra, it's actually frozen?
Yeah, I suppose that would be funny in a way, but also not funny at all. People who spend thousands and thousands of dollars to come here and then they have to deal with that stuff. But
yeah, but like it's all part of the experience.
That's true.
Plus, the actual part where the draft happens is gonna be covered, I think. So
yeah, probably.
it's only like gonna impact you when you're not there. But I don't know. We're not renting out our house, so we're gonna go down and just see because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And Holden's gonna shut the fuck up and not bitch and complain about it.
I like football, but I hate people. So the thought of being there actually sounds like putting nails in my eyelids. Sugar Kitty's here, says meow here. I'm trying to say hey and cheers. Hey, Sugar Kitty, cheers. Welcome to it. Meow back right back to you, sure. Peter White is here. Peter. Welcome to it, Peter. Hashtag TGIT. Thank God it is Tuesday. Derek White is here, says cheers, everyone. Derek, welcome in. Welcome in. Dan Bino's here. Cheers, Bino in the house. Bino, welcome to it. Bino before, and there be no gas. That is facts. Dustin Bacek is here, says cheers all. Dusty, welcome to it, my man. Welcome to it. Cheers from Robin. She forgot her phone at work. Robin.
What the fuck, Robin?
What in the hell? How do you even do that? Both cheers and welcome to it.
She was yelling at someone.
Yeah?
It happened.
So 5 bottles of Booker's or a 30-year Highland Park. That is one way to look at it. Yes. I probably won't be buying Booker's as often now because I have some money. And part of the reason I've been I like to get a full lineup for the year, which is really fun. And I do like Booker's a lot. But I have other things to spend my money on, even in whiskey-wise. You know, there's some scotches I want to get. There's just, if I don't really feel like I want that batch of Booker's, I probably won't get it. Kind of the same thing I've been doing with a lot of Craig Barrel Proof. Like, I have a lot of them. I don't really need more, unless I feel like putting on a review on them. But $100 for a Booker's, it's getting expensive. And they're not normally only $100. They've been going up, 110, 120, depending on where you get it from. Can be summer anytime. I agree. Sugar says, yesterday was total rain. Today, cooler, but clear. Hey, I'll take a little colder and clear than cold and rainy. Sunny and 43 here in southeastern Wisconsin. It was a nice day to work outside.
I didn't even see the sunlight today.
Can't leave the building or what? Don't you have windows?
I don't have a window in my office.
Oh, I have a window, but, it's small. And I had to leave for school and go back, so I'm back and forth. But, yeah, it wasn't a bad day. I mean, it was nicer weather, and it was a little bit warmer than it had been, so it's looking up. It's just that 50-degree, 60-degree teaser that we got like 2 weeks ago was amazing. Chris Tatas is here, says good day from Namnanda.
Wow.
Chris Tatas, welcome to it. Thanks for being
50
here.
degrees on Thursday.
John Cloud is here, says cheers everyone. John, welcome to it, my man. Cheers to you.
Cloud. Why does that sound like a pirate name? Or like a
John
founding
Cloud.
father's name.
John McCloud. By the way, prices must be out of whack. The Highland Park 30 is about $1,500 for me. No way that's even close to 5 Bookers here. I pay $85 to $90 for Bookers, $100 max.
I was gonna say, if it's only $500, why the fuck didn't you buy it?
Well, the Highland Park 17 has a cool like snake thing on the bottle. That's like $800. So I guess that would make sense. Here's right back after mate to Peter. All right, so we have for those of you just joining us, we have a full lineup of bookers from last year. That includes 01, 02, 03, 04, and also the bookers 2024, the reserves. So got them all in the lineup here. Gonna work my way through, figure out which ones are my favorite, put them in order. And I actually think I might add a little bit of water to these today. I've been working on appreciating more nuanced flavors. I found that specifically in Scotch, the lower proof ones don't bother me. Like when I pay for a bourbon and it's like 46%, I kind of just like, but like the Scotch is more, and maybe that's because it's pot stilled and barley, but it's just so like, it's thick and rich and whatever, and a little bit more nuanced, I feel like. So I'm trying to open my brain to that lower proof point a little bit.
Me and Holden watched, what did you call that we watched?
Men in Kilts.
Men in Kilts, so now we know some of the things we can go do when we're in Scotland.
Yeah, they went to the Lafroig distillery. Lafroig. But they also dug up some peat and
They didn't dug up some peat, they laid in the peat.
No, they dug up peat.
And then they laid
They laid in barley.
Oh, I heard this.
Yes, they went in they dug up the peat, and then they went to the floor malting room where they malt the barley, and they were doing like snow angel and barley angels.
Got stuck in his shoe.
And he just poured it right on the
For
floor.
all we know, we could have that bottle that had that stuff stuck in his shoe.
We could have had the Lafroig with Sam Hewen's
toe juice in it.
Yeah.
I'd pay extra for that.
All right, glass A on the nose. It's a Booker's. What more do I say? It's got some fruitiness and a lot of peanut aspect. It's really not going to be until I get like through a couple of these I can start telling the differences, because realistically they're all kind of a little bit of a nutty, fruity, desserty, spicy Bookers, but some are just more than others and they vary in that regards. So it's nice. It's not too aggressive jump in my face. It is 130 proof, 125 proof. All of them are. And it's my first whiskey of the night, so Sandra Bob.
I'm still hungry.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Initially, it hit my tongue and I'm like, ooh, that tastes like butter, like salty, rich, thick butter and cream. And then I'm like, ooh, that's nice. It's got this like salty, buttery, buttered popcorn. And then I swallowed it and like, bam, red fruit, like Luxardo cherries and butter, like cobbler on the palate, which I like. That was quite nice. And it's like the rich cherry, not like a cherry cream pie or not like medicinal cherry. It's like that like thick Luxardo cherry specifically. It's like when you heat up fresh cherries and they got that like tart cherry juice. Delish. It's 9:10 a.m. on Wednesday morning and heavy overcast with showers. Sick of the rain after the cyclone the other weekend. Ooh, it's a tornado.
There was a tornado?
It was a cyclone.
I don't understand.
That sucks. I've never been in a tornado or a cyclone. I don't know if
we did just watch the Twister movie.
We did just watch Twisters. But I guess what does cyclone mean that there's rain in it? Is it rain in a cyclone?
I was in a tornado.
Somehow I don't believe that.
It was at Bay Beach. I could have died.
I could have died too.
You weren't in at Bay Beach.
Yeah, but I saw a tornado when I was at work.
What?
I worked at Gandrew detailing cars. We opened the garage door and it was like whoosh, like a hurricane, and I poked my head out the door and I looked up and it was just like a funnel cloud. It didn't quite touch down to the ground, but it was on its way there. But it was just a little bit off in the distance, kind of over more toward
like 2018-ish.
Yeah.
It's probably the same fucking tornado.
Probably. It was toward not quite Bay Beach. It was like If here's Gandrew and here's Bay Beach, it was like more over here.
Yeah, so I was on the Zip and Pippin, and you know the Zip and Pippin looks over the bay.
Yeah, it was more like by
And
UWGB.
We
by the bay.
had gotten it was called the code Ka-chow, like lightning
Ka-chow!
because when there's lightning, all the rides have to shut down. So we'd gotten a code Ka-chow, so we had closed down the ride, and we were all just sitting up there waiting for like just wait 30 minutes, and then you can start the ride back up. Well, we're just waiting, blah 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 blah. We're just hanging out, no issues, nothing. And all of a sudden, we all look out, and it was like over the bay, like come down, and we were like, is that what a funnel cloud looks like? And then it like right down into the water. We're like, oh!
All of a sudden, they hear a train horn,
and we just bolt. So we just like all start running and bolt down to like the main thing. We're like, that's right, I know we need to leave, blah, blah. And they're like, you don't need to leave. We're gonna start the rides back up and the power turns back on. But we're like, that's right, we're gonna die. And then nobody believed us. And the next morning on the radio or on the news, it was like an EF0 touchdown in Green Bay. Yeah, it had started over the day, and then it had got sucked back up and it jumped back down. It like took out like a few like signs on Main Street for like businesses and stuff. Yeah, like it wasn't anything crazy, but it happened.
Well, you know, they rate the tornadoes based on how much damage is done.
Yeah, that's why it was 0. Because there was like 2 signs that got.
I know. I was just saying that because they said it in the movie.
They're so smart.
Sure, he says digging up Pete? ? Best to leave him where he is.
I think it'd be cute to name one of our babies Pete, but like spell it P-E-A-T.
Me too. Pete and Isla. The boy and the girl. Pete and Isla.
Isla. But like, what do you name? Like, I really like the name Isla, but like, what is the middle name?
And everyone is gonna call her Islay.
Well, yeah, but like, everyone calls me Laura, or spells my name wrong. It's no different. Anyone who has been to Scotland would.
True. Now that explains the taste of the frog. You're not wrong. Friends of the Frog have a small plot of land at the distillery, and they collect a dram of rent if they can get there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm an owner. I'm a friend of the Frog. Yeah, I have a plot of land. It's a square foot. That big. And they give you muck boots and let you go walk out toward it, and then yeah.
I think we could build like a really tall skinny house and live there.
In a square foot? No.
Why?
Because we would need to chop ourselves in half and stack each half of our body on top of each other, and then we wouldn't even have room for walls.
I don't understand why we would have.
A square foot's only this big.
I understand, but why do we have to chop ourselves in half? I would fit in that, wouldn't I? Are you saying that I'm more than a foot wide? Are you saying I'm more than a foot wide?
That couldn't fit around your fat ass.
I'm gonna kill you.
With a PH. Cyclone is a hurricane.
Oh, so you're telling me making me talk about fucking tornadoes over here and there's a whole fucking hurricane?
Well, to be fair, I don't know.
Like they are in America? Crazy?
Crazy hurricanes? I don't know.
I'm gonna give myself a sweet dinner.
There's spins the wrong way around here.
Oh, maybe, I guess. Is that true?
They just spin in the opposite direction. See, I can never tell if they're fucking with us. But actually, it would make sense because wind is based on well, I was going to say the oceans and the temperature and weather coming off the oceans. La Nina, right? Or whatever. Yeah, it's like the wind from the equator or some shit. It's just like the toilets flushing backwards thing. I don't know, like, is that real? You know? I can never tell if they're fucking with me or not. Let's not forget all the important typhoon. The all-important typhoon. See, now what the hell is a typhoon compared to these things? If cyclones do too. You're stuff that happens. Butts! Whiskey Uncensored Ben! Butt Stuff Ben is here. Welcome to it.
Like that song where you shake your body like a cyclone.
Shake your body like a cyclone? Yeah, so. Would we do that to you, Holden? Yes, absolutely you would. Because you know that I don't know better. I'm going to have to actually do some hard Google research about things going the opposite. I know the clock thing is fake. Because obviously clocks don't move backwards. But the toilet one, like...
Holden, have you ever seen a clock from Australia? The one is on this side.
No.
Yeah!
That's fake.
No, I swear! I swear.
I believe it when I see it.
My mom's boss had a clock that was backwards, and I asked him why, and he said it was from Australia.
Yes, it's a joke.
How do you know?
Because Australians are goofy.
He's not Australian.
The water thing makes sense. They could build it to flush in the opposite direction, and there's no reason why it wouldn't go backwards. The wind thing makes sense, being on opposite sides of the equator, and the way the wind comes off the things is because it's spinning in the opposite direction. Although, yeah, and then
What's that?
the clock thing, why would they read it backwards?
It's only
They'd have to learn how
to.
No, they would have to learn how to read clocks differently than the rest of the world. Why would they do that?
Because they're their own place. It's the same reason why do we drive on one side of the road?
Okay, Japan's its own place. Are their clocks backwards?
They're on your side of the hemisphere.
South America's clocks aren't backwards.
They're all country.
Sundial, you can't have a backwards sundial.
The Australians and the Mayans are two different people.
Time was invented with a sundial.
You're a sundial. How do you know it doesn't go the opposite way? When you go to Australia, you can say, I told you so.
You would be really concerned if the water flushed forward.
That means that it would
I
hit
don't
you.
understand.
Because it would go.
I'm gonna drink glass 2. Okay. Glass 2 is a little bit darker, a little bit more desserty, chocolatey, peanut butter, like dark caramely, like a chocolate dark caramel bar, which is nice, like a caramel brownie bar. Ooh, I like that. That actually sounds hella good right now. Let's get on the palate. Ooh. How's your nut sandwiches?
Well,
Nut.
do you think that Nutella? I have to whisper this.
I'm not even going to justify that with an answer. That was out of pocket. I couldn't even, normally I would just tell them what you said, but I can't even repeat that. That's horrible. That's bad. Okay, just stop. No, yeah, I get it, yes. Do the toilets spin in the opposite direction is a question.
Okay, I don't think
Yeah,
toilets should be spinning because you'll get dizzy and your poop might fly out.
Well, what if it's skivvy toilet? The skivvy toilet in Australia, the guy's head goes the other direction? That's the real question. In Japan, they just have a hole. Who needs anything to spin? Yeah, but I was talking about clocks. They don't have a hole where the clock is.
You just squat and there's just a thing on the ground.
Yes, I know. My dad went to.
I would pee on myself.
It's like that in Germany.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure because I think that's where my dad went, and he was talking about how he just peed in a hole on the ground.
No, you can stand up. I have to squat and it's gonna drip on my leg.
Well,
did you guys want to know that?
Dark caramel nut sandwich sounds like butt stuff. It actually is a lot like butt stuff. Anyway, on the palate, darker notes, not quite the buttered popcorn, more of the oily chocolate brownie, like dark chocolate though, like a flourless cake, but also like cherry, or like, you know that like chocolate bread with the cherries in it. It's like banana bread, but it's like chocolate with cherries in it. My mom makes it. It's pretty good.
Zucchini bread?
Or sorry, zucchini bread. Yeah, chocolate zucchini bread, and they have the cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like that. And I like it. It's actually a great note. Mm. Yep. That is nice. That is nice. Hey Ben, how are you doing, man? You're having some issues a while back. Everything going good? Tree says, nope, that's not Germany. They have toilets. Although, for guys, they may just have a plain wall. That's true. They could have a trough. I've seen some troughs before, which is concerning. But, like, imagine being at the end of the trough and just having all the other men's pee just trickling past you while you pee.
That's disgusting.
Well, that's what a trough is like.
That's gotta be like how sexually transmitted diseases get up.
STDs?
Because you splatter.
Splatterpans. All right, on to glass tres. You poured so much more in glass 2 and 3 and 4 than you did in 1 and 5.
I'm very sorry, but it just glugs out. I'm tired.
Life is always issued and finding a way to mitigate them. So just new and different issues every day, LL.
I would like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get. I'm sorry to hear that, but you've never even seen Forrest Gump.
Yes, I have, first of all.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just not with you. I hated it. It's stupid.
It's a great movie.
It's dumb.
Well, I hope things can just get better. I don't say continue to get better, but he said this is a rotating, revolving door of issues. Well, I'll tell you what. I know what fixes issues. At least they fix mine. But sometimes it can cause some of their own, so. Right?
Paul just talking about how I yell at him.
I was actually talking about hangovers.
Oh, and I yell at him when he has hangovers.
I
Wake him up
hate-
super early.
I hate having hangovers. In fact, and I am notorious for always having hangovers because I'm always dieting. So I'll just eat like 1,000 calories and drink like 1,500 calories of alcohol. Just to even it out, you know?
I'm tired.
Glass C tends to have a little bit of a light fruity note to it. A little bit
Light fruity.
light fruit and spice.
Spicy.
This is a more spicy one than the other two.
Spicy food.
The other two are a little darker. This is more like cinnamon nutmeg. Maybe like a pear.
You're a cinnamon nut.
Like a cinnamon pear. Still got some nutty though, but it's more like peanut shell. Salty peanut shells.
You're a salty peanut shell.
The palate of that one, it leaves a little bit to be desired, to be honest. There's not a whole lot going on. It's got some nice spice in the mid palate. The front of it, you get a little bit of that like saltiness. So it's like salt and then spice a little bit in the mid palate. The finish doesn't really offer all that much. There's not really any kind of fruit. Maybe that peanut shell comes through a little bit on the palate, but it's not the most extravagant of the palates. Not even a trough in some places. We still have some troughs in Pennsylvania.
You have troughs like with the piggies?
Like that you pee in.
What the heck?
You know what we were just talking about?
Just so everyone knows, Quick Trip always has nice bathrooms.
Yeah, that's a nice part of Wisconsin. Quick Trip.
We have
Honestly,
toilets.
we're so spoiled in Wisconsin. Every time we travel anywhere and we leave the state, it's like
Where the fuck do you go to the bathroom?
suffering. It's like I'm driving past all these gas stations and none of them are a fucking Quick Trip. And it's just like, what if I wanted a nice hot meal?
You know,
or
there
a
are
clean
people
bathroom.
in Wisconsin who don't like Quick Trip.
I understand why they wouldn't, because it is a bigger company and they do like to take over the smaller stores and put a Quick Trip there. But guess what? You know what that means? That means more clean, more nice bathrooms, more places more safe havens along the roadway. And I'm cool with that.
More easy snacks for lunch.
And it's not like
They have really good salad.
it's not like their gas is any more expensive than any other gas station.
Their meat and cheese packs that I get sometimes for lunch.
I just like all of their food. Like, there's not a... Listen, Quick Trip is not a 5-star restaurant, okay? But it never misses. Especially because it's 24 hours. You just go in, drunk off your ass, 2 a.m., get yourself a chicken sandwich. Get yourself some boneless wings. Get yourself some mac and cheese or a pizza. Or even some fucking breakfast sandwiches. You want a corn dog? They got a corn dog. Hot pretzel? They have that too. Cheese curds, potato spouts. They got fucking potato wedges. They got mini tacos. They got fucking cheese sticks. They got mozzarella sticks. Like, they have the Bosco cheese sticks, and then they got the little mozzarella sticks. They have Burgers, double cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers. They got crispy chicken sandwiches that have the actual like chicken breast, like breaded chicken breast.
Mhm.
They have ham and Swiss on sourdough. They have fucking everything. And it's all good. And they have coolant for people with coolant issues.
You know what? Fuck you.
But I'm just saying, I feel bad for everyone else. I know that people have Buc-ee's or Bussy or whatever they call it down in like Texas or whatever, but like I don't want to go into a Walmart. I'm not trying to go to a grocery store. Okay, Quick Trip, it's fast. It's quick most of the time. Every once in a while you get to like the weirder parts of Wisconsin where you have all those truckers who want to buy a pack of cigarettes and like 10 scratch off tickets. So then you're sitting in line and the guy's like, a pack of the Marlboro Reds, please. Okay. And then like, can I get 15 of this lottery ticket and 5 of this one? And then they have to go, and it's just like, that actually drives me insane when that happens. But
Colin's not a very patient person.
I'm usually in a hurry. I'm usually looking for a quick trip, not a fucking 2-day bender waiting in line behind this guy trying to get some lottery tickets that he's not going to win.
You should ask them to sponsor us. I should be getting a fucking
They should come out with a Quick Trip
for
whiskey and then we'll sponsor them.
They should purchase and sell a private barrel.
There is a Quick Trip wine and spirits in the southern part of the state that does have
really?
bottle picks. Yes.
I didn't know that.
There is a pub here that has a new one-way glass wall for the urinal, and people aim at whatever is happening on the other side. It can be people's food or mouths.
That's disgusting.
That is both amazing and horrifying, because the one thing about like one-way glass is that if you get right up to it and you go like this and you block out all the light, you can still see through it.
That's the problem?
Yeah, someone can see your willy. But I admit, it would be entertaining peeing at someone's food or their face. Like, that would have me.
Who would you pee on?
I don't know, but I don't know. That's actually awesome.
I'd pee on. So how come the girls don't get anything cool? This is how misogyny exists. What if I want to pee on someone? Why aren't they providing me those little cup thingies that makes the pee go up?
You could buy a portable penis. They make those.
It on you?
No, they make ones with a hole so women can stand and pee. I think we've been over this. Sorry, Chris, I have my phone in my pocket. Guess my phone is mad at you. Can't beat the fresh fruit at Quick Trip. Fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. They got meat in the cooler. They got cold sandwiches too. They got like pickle bites. They got hard-boiled eggs. They got parfaits. They got pies. They got, oh my God, every kind of like donut you could ever imagine.
I really like
their Dunker
salads.
donuts. They have like these old-fashioned cake donuts. They have every flavor ever. They're fucking lemonade ones, banana ones, raspberry ones, blueberry ones, chocolate ones, glazer ones, and then they have normal glazers, which is just like this soft, just like you can ball it up in your fist and like shove it in your mouth in one bite.
Glazers, or do you just?
No, just raw dog that shit.
So have you ever had one heated up?
Yes, once.
Yummy.
They're good, but they're more messy when they're heated up.
Well, yeah,
I just love being able to grab a box of glazers, just take one out and just like
take one out.
And
we both know you're gonna eat them.
They're the softest. I don't understand how they do it. They're so soft.
It's because they just pump them out, so they're constantly fresh.
They just pump them out. Me too.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, Quick Trip.
You didn't hear my joke.
Is S tier gas station.
Talking.
What was your joke?
I said you glaze me sometimes.
That's true. Well, no, I don't really glaze you. I more fill you. But anyway.
Okay, can you stop?
You're the one who brought it up.
I
I'm
was
just
saying
saying
a joke and you made it too serious.
Anyway, they also have like 18 different kinds of coffee. They have hot soup. They have
what the fuck's a
donuts. They have ice cream shakes, the ones that you can like put in the frills or whatever. And then they have everything else that a normal gas station has on top of all that stuff. And you can order ahead. and pick it up. Like food-wise, you can order anything from their food menu and go pick it up. I'm pretty sure Uber Eats will bring stuff to you from there. It's just... And there's always one around the corner. Every city you're in Wisconsin, usually, where's a Quick Trip? 0.5 miles away. Hell yeah!
There's one right down the road from our house.
Yep, every time we need something, it's like, let's go to Quick Trip. It's so easy.
Well, that's Holden's mindset. I'd say Holden can go to Quick Trip.
Yeah, so Glass D has a little bit more of the fruit zest, like citrus zest, like an orange zest in it. Definitely still some peanut notes, peanuts, orange zest, caramel, maybe butterscotch, like a butterscotch orange zest. It smells nice. It smells oaky, obviously. Ooh. We did take a step forward with the palette there from Glass C. Palette still isn't quite as good as these first two, but it is improving. It's got that chocolate. It's got a hint of that orange zest in there. It's dying down more on the palate. That really hurt. But the chocolate and the oak presence in this one, it's like a nice oak spice and oak sweetness, and just a little bit darker on the palate, a little bit more desserty, and quite nice, actually. And peanut buttery, I'd say. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like it a lot. Whiskey Uncensored or my butt, not sure which.
You feel his butt?
I don't know.
Disgusting, Holden.
But I like it.
You're pushing my leg. Oh, you're aiming at his butt with your pee. Oh, that's weirder.
Oh! An unseen golden shower, isn't that nice?
Holden likes a good golden shower.
No. Hashtag butt hidden.
Hmm.
Doom0512 is here. It says, whoa.
Yeah.
Welcome to it, Mr. Doom.
Holden, you're disgusting.
Mr. Doom. Mr. Doom, welcome to our dojo. Lindsay Uncensored says, we don't have Quick Trip here, and we don't have Wawa here, and that is a national crime, that Wawa is not in all 50 states.
What the fuck's a Wawa?
I don't know, isn't that what fucking, what's her nuts called water? What's her name?
Helen Keller?
Helen Keller called water. Wawa! Anyway, actually the Wisconsin Quick Trips are quick with a K. K-W-I-K. So much better than the Q-U-I-K, because we've been to those kind of quick trips, the quick trips, and they suck.
When did you go to one of those?
They're like in Illinois and shit, or whatever. It's like, every time you pass a quick trip that's not with a K, it's usually like in the southern state. Like Illinois, I think. Has
Okay,
quick trips.
say?
I can't really remember all that much, but I feel like I've been to a quick trip that wasn't a quick trip, and it was disappointing. But obviously, when you're expecting Quick Trip, you get Quick Trip.
Yeah, God forbid you get a Quick Trip.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Glass D is all right. I think so far my order is one of these two is first and second, and then third and fourth. And then this one I don't know yet, because I never had it.
Oh, because you're fucking too busy talking? You're too busy yapping away? You're like a lady.
Well, you know what? I'm just entertaining the peeps.
Well, someone else could entertain the peeps if you'd shut the fuck up.
Ooh. Not you.
Next time you ask me to pour some whiskey, I'm just gonna, make some shit.
Glass E? Yeah, Glass E or Glass 5. The one that was right here. The nose. Immaculate. Immaculate conception right here. It's like my nose is giving birth to little orgasms.
What's wrong with you?
Props to Holden for making a Helen Keller joke. Helen Keller joke. The only reason I know that is because me and my brother, when we were really young and we didn't know any better, I'm talking real young, we would always joke about it. We'd be like,
how did you not
you give me some
more often?
Hey, can you give me some Wawa? And then we would that's how we would ask each other, but we'd shout across the house to if I was downstairs and I wanted some water, I'd be like, hey, you give me some Wawa? I'd just be like, Wawa. Yeah. Not saying it's a proud moment for me, but
Yeah,
That's
you
what
probably shouldn't
happens.
say stuff like this on the internet.
if we had more than 12 people in here, I'd be concerned.
Well,
But I love all 12 of them.
one day we're gonna have 1 million
13.
subscribers, and then they're gonna search back and watch these videos, and they're gonna think that I'm abusive and you're a fucking asshole.
Let them think that.
And then we're gonna get canceled, and then we're gonna be poor.
So, glass 5. Super dark, rich, chocolatey, desserty pie, graham cracker crust. Woo! A chocolate pudding with graham cracker crust, but more dense than a chocolate pudding. Like chocolate torte
You're
and graham cracker crust. Sparta, come here. It smells nice. Let's taste it. This one is super oily on the palate. Like real oily.
Is that good or bad?
Good. Not the most extravagant in terms of like roller coaster of emotions, but it is solid. I mean, it's chocolate oak, oily, rich, thick motor oil. Maybe even a little bit of syrup action, a little maple in there. I can get behind a maple syrup in that palette, actually, which is nice. But so far, I think my order is one of these two is first and second. Then this one is third, then fourth, and then fifth. But I am going to take a drink of water, go back through the other way, because you know how palettes get when they go one way and then the other. And then I want to add a little drop of water to a couple of them. There is a town in northern Ontario called Wawa. Hitchhiker's Graveyard also has a giant goose statue.
I like goose.
You want to know why it's a graveyard? It's because that goose comes to life at night. It walks around and honks its big goose honks. And right when you hear it,
Did you
eats
smoke
you.
some crack before we came on here? What is going on?
No, but the episode of Castle that I'm on, they're hunting Bigfoot, so I just kind of was in the mood. Anyway, I mean, Lauren, would they really be thinking wrong?
What did I think about? Okay, that's.
Oh, yeah, you're abusive?
I'm gonna pinch you both. Look.
I'm the only one here.
Well, you're gonna get 2 pinches because you didn't stand up for me to butt stuff Ben. Okay? I'm just kidding. I don't care. They can think I'm abusive all they want. Holden loves me for who I am, abusive or not. And outside of the live
I'm
stream,
a masochist.
all I do is cuddle him.
A masochist is likes pain, right? Yes, because sadistic
Does
gives
the
pain.
thing, so I'm the sadist.
You're sadistic and I'm masochistic.
Oh, we're gonna do some dirty stuff after this. And I'm gonna poke you.
I farted. Anyway, I'm glad you guys can't smell that.
You're gross.
I was gonna say, they've been hot all day.
What's wrong with you? Nobody wants to know these things. It's gonna ruin the flavor of your whiskey.
All right, back to glass E.
Did you know that if you farted in a jar and you put a lid on it, it would still smell later on? So you know what we could do?
You know what's interesting? Is all gases could be converted to liquid form, can't they? So you farted and condensed it. Couldn't it theoretically turn into a liquid?
Okay, I was thinking that if you farted into one of the whiskey jars and then you put the cork on it, and next time you opened it, it would 1 change the flavor of the whiskey, and 2 is still think.
I'm sorry that you guys have to hear this. I did think of a really, really good invention, an easy invention that I think would actually do pretty well, but I can't say it on here because it's actually worth keeping private. It's pretty good, isn't it?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll have to explain it more in detail later.
I don't want to hear about
Okay, we're now in new territory of off the rails streaming. Well, okay, we'll get back to whiskey.
Okay, I don't think any of you guys come here to hear about the whiskey. I'm
That's
so
true.
sorry. I'm making noises.
So glass E, I really enjoy actually a lot.
But stuff Ben wants to know all my thoughts.
I want to know these things. Me too. That's what I'm saying.
So
Like-
if
Wait, does he want to know my secret, or does he want to know about the fart in the jar?
Should we fart in this one because it's small?
I don't think that's big enough to hold what I got packing.
Is it because your butthole's so big?
Okay, glass E. Delicious. Oh.
Oh.
What did I say about D? Is this one that I talked about graham crackers, or was that E?
I don't know. I
Because-
wasn't listening.
D became so much brighter this way around. Like legit graham crackers. And like s'mores. Definite s'mores in glass D. At least on the nose. See, the nose of D is so good. The palate is decent, but still falls a little bit short for me. I think that's D's biggest downfall.
I know what your biggest downfall is.
Chris Tata says, do not forget to hit that like button, peeps. Yeah, guys, seriously.
Yeah, if you want to hear about our farts and Quick Trip, you should probably hit the like button.
But for real, I never asked you guys to do that. So please do. Actually, I do it in my videos, but I haven't made one in a while. But if Casey still existed,
Yeah,
he would be here and we
Casey
could
broke up
film.
with Holden,
We
but
could
forgot
film.
to tell him
Yeah,
because
he
he hasn't been
ghosted
around.
me.
They doesn't talk to him anymore. So that's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because he's a fan of basketball, so I don't really see him much in March.
Wow.
Otherwise, he would have been at poker yet last week and then this week. I never asked him about this week for poker, so maybe he'll still come.
Are you
But
doing
we need to
poker
film is what we
on
need to do. We need to film
Friday,
videos.
Or are you doing poker on Saturday? Because I'm going to be gone on Saturday.
Where are you going?
Why didn't go shopping with Shelby?
If you're going to be here on Friday?
I think so.
We'll
Let
see.
me look.
We'll see. Glass C. Glass C. Got a lot fruity. A lot of fruit action on the nose. I feel like the noses of these have all opened up really good.
I work tomorrow. Good thing I look because
Tomorrow's Wednesday?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
You work tomorrow?
I work tomorrow. Why? Were you supposed to do something tomorrow?
No, I was going to make curry, but...
And then I don't work on Friday. So I think you should do it on Saturday and then hang out with me on Friday. Don't you guys think you should do that? Or you could get a divorce. I'm just kidding.
Then I can do whatever I wanted.
Then I could murder you in your sleep and they wouldn't think it was me.
Yes, you would become the number one suspect.
No.
Yeah.
Not if I do.
The ex-wife?
too.
The crazy
I
ex-wife?
don't know. I think it's gonna.
The crazy, abusive, as shown on camera, ex-wife. I think I got
Oh, crap,
a
I never
pretty
thought
solid-
about that. What if there really is a police investigation?
the worst part is
They
like
think it was me and I didn't do anything.
that's so I was at my doctor, right? And I was getting prescribed something and you had to take a drug test for it. And he's like, I'm just going to prescribe it, but you're still going to take the drug test, but I'm going to prescribe it anyway because you're probably going to pass, unless for some reason you won't. And I'm like, and he kind of looks at me, he's like, you'll pass, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't taken any drugs. I'm like, so unless my wife drugs me in my sleep. And then like, he didn't really laugh. And he audio records our doctor things. And I'm just like, if something ever happened to me,
They're gonna put me in jail.
they're gonna be like, this bitch
I
drugs
don't
him in his
do
sleep.
anything. I'm innocent.
Yeah.
You tell
I
me.
said it and he didn't laugh and I'm like, just kidding.
That's because it's not funny because people do get drugged.
I know.
God, and they think I'm doing it.
I thought that was funny.
You're causing me. So first you die and then you get me thrown in jail. What kind of fucking husband are you?
I don't want you to remarry.
Fuck you. I'm gonna remarry a woman in jail.
Oh yeah. You kids drinking that brown liqueur? Brown water, actually.
Actually,
yes,
it's
AZ.
the farts that we condensed into.
Welcome to the shit show. Literally, hanging AZ. Get it? Shit show.
That wasn't that funny.
Come
That was
on.
worse than your joke with the doctor.
Remember to lick the leg and like the lick. It tastes like condensed.
Buttholes.
Well, you know. True. Lick the like the condensed farts. Chris Tata says, "What did you do to him on the drive back from Kentucky?"
I didn't do anything to it.
I mean, maybe that's the problem.
First of all, Holden slept and then bitched and moaned that the bagel shop that I picked had too long of a line. So
We were in line for 50 minutes.
It was like
for bagels that were not better than the bagels that we get at home.
Look it.
I have a right to be mad, especially when it's
This is what I'm talking
Chicago.
about. He's not a patient person.
We could have stopped
having a good time.
anywhere-
We could have been
no.
talking. We could have been
We
cutting.
could have stopped
been
anywhere
making
for
out
a
the line.
donut.
And no.
But we're in
he's
this
just
dinky.
fucking
Not
bitching
only
and
were we in this dinky little bagel shop that wasn't nearly as good as other bagels that we've had, it doesn't have any bathrooms. It's filled with stinky people, and like, excuse me for not wanting to stand in line for 50 minutes, having to piss my pants because I don't have a bathroom.
You could
and
have
everyone's
left.
ordering like 15 bagels at a time. Like, come on, figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I'm murdering him.
And it was like mid-morning, like rush hour morning traffic. So like everyone's there, and we're trying to get home to watch a Packer game, and
Which they lost anyway.
Which they lost anyway, and we didn't camp out at fucking Heaven Hill because we were gonna leave early to make the Packer game, and then Heaven Hill releases a thing that we wanted to fucking get. Ugh.
I don't understand why you're yelling at me if you're really just mad at Heaven Hill.
Well, when you finish a Booker's, what are you supposed to do with the box? Make something out of it.
Shit in it.
Hold corks in it. I've seen that happen a lot.
Put your butt plugs in.
Lauren, the Black Widow killer.
I don't have the moves like the Black Widow.
OG Brick 420 says, then you get him a McNuffin.
Yeah. You're gonna make nothing because you fucking bitching and moaning all the time. If my mom was your mom, she would have whooped your ass right in line. I'm just kidding. She wouldn't have done that. Michter's was the first one. So, I don't know. Maybe you should be paying fucking attention.
All right. At least you got out alive. That's true. I see sticky people. But you did the bottle your own at McTears.
I know. He should have been a happy fucking camper.
I did do the bottle your own at
Living his
McTears.
best fucking life, and all I heard was bitching and moaning.
That was actually the coolest part of the trip.
That was the coolest part. All the things I did for you.
What did you do for me?
Thanks.
I don't remember anything. Oh, well, actually, you're right.
I planned the trip. I booked all of your fucking tours. I fucking did everything for you.
I remember something about a little blue outfit too. That was nice.
Yes, I like the color blue.
Yes, the bottle your own McTears was fucking gangster. Booker's Box could make smokers. True. Put a cocktail in there, drill a hole, put some smoke. Squirrel coffin. Squirrel coffin. We don't have any squirrels, but could be a mouse trap, that's true. The 2024 sticky bagel incident.
Just wait till the 2025 sticky bagel incident. You know what that's going to be? When I'm in New York and you're here.
You're going to be with your brother. Relax.
Yeah, but we're going to be eating the bagels.
That's not what he meant.
Oh, I thought he meant the bagel because they're
Sticky bagels. Sticky.
Why are the bagels sticky?
Why do you think?
Why are you doing that to my bagel?
Class B
What's wrong with
has
it?
got a significant amount of a cherry impact. A momentary setback.
No, it's a momentary loss, or it's a temporary setback. It's a momentary loss. It's from the Barbie movie.
Temporary loss, momentary setback. Probably. Anyway, I really like the nose on glass B. I think it's super red fruity and desserty with some nuts. Oh, and the palate just has it going on, like Stacy's mom.
Lord
Like,
mercy.
Muy bien. Good job, glass B. Moving on to glass A. A is in Alfred. A is in AA Alberts, or A Alberts.
What are you on?
A Alberts is a coating company that we sent some stuff to get Teflon coated.
Oh.
Teflon is super slippery. It allows for a non-stick surface.
Okay.
Ah. You really poured the least amount of the best one.
It was the small one.
Why would you tell me that?
Camping.
No, you weren't, because I was actually thinking that in my head when I said that, and I'm like, nah, she wouldn't purposely pour the lowest bottle, the smallest amount, because that would be obvious. And then she tells me that.
Everyone knows the truth except for you.
That's actually so good. That's actually really good. Holden, I think you should mod Chris in case my phone or butt acts up again. Is he not? That is a situation that needs to be remedied. You slapped me so hard that you made Murta stand up and slam his head on the bar.
Murta just is a little spooky because he's hungry. Murta! Here's Murta, everyone. He's hungry.
Boop, bop, boop, bop. Chris Tatas. I'm now christened thee with a wrench.
Wait, was it supposed to be Chris or was it supposed to be Bust Up Ben?
No.
Oh.
You said a mod, but Bust Up Ben has been a mod.
That's what I was confused about.
Bust Up Ben is the goat. Well, a goat. Somebody has to put a hole in the bagels. Yes. Yes, they do. I actually don't know which one of these two I like better.
Yeah? Boom. Bitches.
Okay. A is better.
A.
Hey, can we not talk about me and that goat again, please? You know what little goat he's talking about? The one in the video that has his tongue and he goes... He's actually... Did you know that Burt Ben... Remember that scene from that movie? Burt Ben actually, a couple years ago, like when he was a kid, he filmed this scene and then they used it in this movie. And it's when they're all sitting at the dinner table and he had the little kid. He's like... When I was at the petting zoo, I let the goat lick my penis. That was Ben.
The Hangover?
Is that what it is? The Hangover?
The guy from The Hangover, but I don't know if it's the right movie.
Zach Galifianakis?
Is that who it is?
I think so. But yes, that guy. Is that from The Hangover?
And it's got the blonde lady.
And then the one kid's like, I stand under the stairs and look up girls' skirts or whatever, and then, yeah. There's something about like telling the truth. I don't know. It's funny though. Bad Benny. Bah. Bah. Pretty blue now.
Your balls?
His wrench.
Oh.
His wrench.
Is that his balls?
All right. I do actually really like E a lot on the nose, specifically. So yeah, let's see. A's got first place down. I don't have any left. to add any water to it, so I can do that later, I guess.
Oh, we should do that later. When we're done, we're gonna go watch Tempted Island.
I think it's gonna go like that. Okay, so my official order is last place, glass C. Fourth place, glass D. Third place, glass E. Second place, glass B. And first place, glass A. So, that's how I feel. Now, I do... Stop looking at the floor, dude.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I do want to add just a drop of water to some of these. Or a drop or two of water. Because I don't do that often, but these are definitely high enough proof. I'm just going to do 1 to this glass, or 2 to that glass, because there's not much in it. I'm going to go 4, 5, 6 to that glass. 5 to that one, and then 3 to that one. Because they're a little bit varying in fill level, but I do want to see what happens to these. The proof's down a little bit, because like I said, I've been trying to be cool with that lower proof-esque of things. I actually, fun fact, have never diluted a bourbon and thought that it was better than the original. So we're going to see if that changed.
Because you were what? Are you not going to finish that sentence?
It always just makes it feel less than what it was.
I'm sorry.
But Booker's always do feel like one of the more spiciest in proof-wise. So I feel like if anything can handle it, a Booker's probably good. And glass B on the nose just becomes a little bit more light, a little bit more fruity, a little bit less dark, a little bit less desserty, more fruity, but still sweet. It's like more of like a butterscotch fruit aspect than like a chocolatey fruit aspect here. Although the palate actually does the opposite. The palate almost feels more oaky, more oak forward and spicy than fruity, which was an interesting development. Can't say I've had that one before.
An interesting developmental.
Anyways, he says, which is the hottest batch? So, I'll read them off in a second here, because I'm just going to work my way through, and then I'm just going to read this facts about each bottle as we
We've
pull them
all
out.
heard the facts.
2024 Suckers Edition wins, LOL.
You're a sucker.
Jimmy has to win because the schlong on the label.
I thought
Jimmy's
that the
has
guy
one.
from, what the other place was.
Which one has a schlong on it?
I thought that the guy from the other place was the one with the big dick.
Yeah, Jimmy Russell is the one with the big dick. But is one of them dedicated to Jimmy Russell? Because they're friends?
Yeah.
I forget the story behind Jimmy's batch, to be fair. But I think it is. I'm so blue over you. What will I do? It's true. He's new. It will stick like glue with some Mountain Dew.
You're weird.
Sure, Katie, you should do stand-up poetry. That was
It's called slam poetry.
beautiful. Slam poetry is when it's bad. That was nice.
I thought slam poetry was when you get up and go to like the coffee shops and you do.
That's stand-up poetry.
That's
Slam poetry.
poetry.
Slam poetry is like dissing people and dissing things, and like it's like shit talk
I
poetry.
don't think that's what it is.
Yes, it is.
Did you do
That's guys, back me up here. Chris
it?
Taka
Also
says
back me up, 'cause
we
you
still have to
are
organize
like
to get
that.
you guys on Ken's stream so we can get the original and Young Ken and Carly show. I'm down. Which drank hottest from the pores? One of these two. drank the hottest, which is why they're in last place. Oh, you can't really see that. C and D drank the hottest, I think, hence in last place. None of them really came off as super aggressive to me, which is surprising.
You're super aggressive.
But glass A definitely seemed the nicest. Jimmy's Bash 2024-04 has both Jimmy and Eddie on the label, and they even outlined the bulge on Jimmy.
This is fun. And I'm just thinking.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, you're right. I mean, that is talk about monster dong. Like you can see it running down his leg there. Holy frights!
That's nothing new.
Crazy work. Crazy. All right, glass E.
I'm telling you, you're taking a really long time, and I want to watch our dog.
Glass E with a little bit of water. Again, the nose is just a little bit more simpler. Although I actually gotta get the Biscoff plain cookies.
Okay, those are just Biscoff cookies.
Biscoff makes more than just plain cookies. Okay, first of all.
Do you mean plain cookies or the cookies you get on the plane?
Plain, like the plane flying in the air.
Like
cookies.
PLANE?
Yes.
That's just plain. That's just a regular Biscoff cookie, though. That's like
Well, that's what this smells like now, which
like
is
that.
nice. I like that.
Are you hungry? You go to Debbie. You need to hurry up.
I do love the scotch. I like the peated scotch that I've been drinking. But there's something so gluttonous about bourbon. It's just like, you can just kind of like, very nice, very nice. Does Mr. No have a big unit? I don't know if Mr. No has a big unit. I know that the Russells have big units, but I don't know if the big unit runs in the No family. You know? See what I did there? You know? Glass D. D for donkey. Marta, why do you sound so slobbery, my boy?
Because he's hungry.
Actually, the nose, I gotta say, the nose in glass D is amazing. Nothing like having D in the nose, you know? It's like D in the nose is just good. I think the palate brings it down. You know, D in the mouth is just never quite as good as D in the nose. But D in the nose is pleasant.
I think you're funny or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's laughing. Remember your situation with the doctor? That's what's happening right now.
D in the nose has a little bit of a vanilla in the nose. The palate is just still spice and proof and not very well balanced. It's still a little bit oaky. Last but not least, glass C.
C.
With a little bit of water. Glass C turned into butterscotch and vanilla and a light nutty note. The noses have improved with the water on some of these. The palate's not as much, but the nose really like brings forth an effervescence. Yeah, that palate is just boring as hell. Like the nose is real good, but the palate is just boring. All right. Catch up on these comments, and then we're going to read these. Holden, do you want me to see if I can organize you an Aussie Steward whiskey flight from bottles released in the U.S.? I'm catching up with the owner next week, and he can get the distributor send them. Starward, not steward. I'm like, did I read that right?
I don't know.
Like a steward of whiskey. An Aussie Starward whiskey flight. I mean, I'd be down, man. I'll do anything on the channel. Well, Some of it I have to say for OnlyFans, but yeah, no, I'm down. That actually sounds nice. So what is Aussie Starward whiskey? So is that like a single malt or more of like a bourbon-esque, like corn, barley? You know, tell me about it. Inform me, or I'll just look it up. Honestly, I'll just Google it. Not right now. I'm just gonna take a pic for later. But yeah, email me. I'd be interested in that for sure. I always like trying new things. I'm never opposed to trying new things. Except for anal.
Except for like some foods, and he doesn't want to try new things by taking me out places.
That's not true.
Where'd you take me?
Many places.
Where?
Everywhere.
Where's everywhere?
I showed you the world.
You didn't show me shit.
Saturday and Sunday are good days for the appearance on SDU. Ooh. That's true because I don't work. I mean, I don't work. Yeah, because it would be in the morning. But what's nice is I actually drink scotch now. So watching a scotch channel, it would be so much more fulfilling.
Yeah.
So actually, that's nice. Booker's Milton Berle batch. The fuck is Milton Berle?
You're a girl.
I feel like I should know who Milton Berle is, but Holden, Chris doesn't like me this much. You should go for it. I'm all for
I
it.
don't know why Chris likes him so much.
I think it's the tatas thing. I think he really likes the tatas.
First of all, I was one that did the tatas.
But it
Second of
was
all,
funny.
I was one that made him a shirt.
Chris is goated for sure. He's just a cool ass Aussie guy. You know what I'm saying?
He's the only Aussie guy you know.
Yeah, but in terms of Aussie guys that I know, he's at the top of the list.
And he doesn't talk like that guy who that movie does. I can actually understand him.
Who?
The guy that goes on the four-wheelers and the other stuff and the yappa.
Oh, from Anyone But You?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he talks like he's going to the. No, wait, that was not it. He goes, it's like, so like you're actually going to the brush, mate. You're like actually a cunt. You're a cunt going to the brush. You hit the surf, mate. That was. Ugh. I don't like the way it ended. I can always start an accent okay. The longer I do an accent, the more it just falls into some other thing. I can't. It always goes to Russian or German and shit.
Why? That's not true.
Well, in this wee glen, I have me yourself a dram of Booker's bourbon. See, why does it change like that? I'm not trying to do that.
Wait, how did they say whiskey? How did you say they say whiskey?
Oh, like the Gaelic version?
Yeah.
Or Gaelic version? I don't know. It's called the Water of Life. It's basically the translation of whiskey in Gaelic. It's water of life. So it's not really whiskey. It's just the water of life.
That's how you say cat in Gaelic.
He means plain sigh. Cat?
Yeah.
Pussy. It's cat. D in the nose. I did not know that. Well, now you do. Glass 9 of A. Excuse me. D right up in the B sample.
What's going on?
I had like a hiccup burp thing. I was like a sneeze and a fart away from a burp snort.
But there's no hiccups in a burp snort.
You're right.
It's a burp
Starward
snort,
does
snort.
mostly malts with wine finishes. Ooh. I like myself malts with wine finishes. I do like that. Single malts matured in Australian red wine. Oh, Australian red wine barrels, amongst others. I'm down to clown. That'd be what I say. Aussie single malt. I like it. That sounds Irish. Yeah, see, I can't. Do not try to do an accent. Just try to remove yours. I don't have an accent. I'm the default language.
You're not default.
Do we sound like Wisconsinites?
Yes,
like when we talk?
Yes, we do.
Like, do people from down south be like, why are you talking like Wisconsinites, mate? Wait.
Why did you?
I can't. My brain does not
I wasn't
distinguish.
even close to Southern.
Yeah, I'm a real Southern belle, honey.
Why do you have to be a girl?
Because we were watching the show and they're talking about Southern Bells and they're talking more in the show about being Southern, you know. We do not have an accent. We have a distinct lack of an accent. Cheeseheads. I'd be lying if I said I never wore a black head on my cheese. I mean,
What's wrong with you today?
Block of cheese on my head.
I really do think Colin might have did some drugs before we started this live stream because he doesn't normally act like
all right. We got these ranked. We're just waiting for you to...
No, we're waiting for you to shut the fuck
up. Starting with Glass C. Last place. Watch it be reserves.
This one.
Last place, Glass C, is 2024-03. That is Master Distiller's Batch. This comes in at 130.3 proof. Makes sense. It was very hot. 7 years, 8 months, and 7 days. It is good. The palate just falls short on this one. Not bad though overall. Not bad. All right, in 4th place we got Glass D, as in Donkey D.
This one.
Really? You know what? Actually, I'm not mad because I have the least amount of it. Right? The nose though is so good. So this one is the one. This is batch 2024-02. This is the Beam House batch, and it comes in at 124.6 proof. 7 years, 2 days, or 7 years, 2 months, and 22 days old. I brought this to a whiskey club. That was all one night, with the exception of like 3 drams. I can't wait to do that again. I'm going to be hosting like my own whiskey night when I finish the basement. And it's actually the #1 motivation for me finishing the basement.
Yeah, not because I've been bitching and moaning about it for the last 2
No,
days.
not even.
I'm going to stick something up your ass.
I really just want to host a whiskey night. I think it would be really fun to like bring people who don't have access to a lot of whiskey and share some of the fucking extensive collection that I have, and then give more. You know, what could go wrong? With Scansin Power. Yeah, what was that noise?
Marta yawning.
Oh, that's true. We do have a Scansin Power. Did Lauren bake him special cookies earlier?
First of all, I wasn't home. Second
That's
of all,
not legal
I
in
don't know what he did
Wisconsin.
before I got here.
Nope, doesn't sound like Wisconsin at all. That's not what we sound like. When we were in California, we had a lady that thought we were from the UK because of our accents.
Nobody said California was the smartest.
That's true. They're a bunch of weirdos.
Alright.
Glass E as in Electric City.
Did you like secretly know what order they were in and put them up here like that?
Is that what it is?
Well, I don't know, but so far.
Way to give it away. Okay, Glass E is Jimmy's batch. Of course, the Battle of the Bulge has an amazing nose to it. 2024-04, Jimmy's batch, comes in at 125.8 proof, 7 years, 9 months, and 19 days old. I really, really like this one a lot. I think if Glass A and B weren't so good, this one would have been up there. But Glass A and B, schmacked. All right. Time for Glass B, as in boy. Bobby B, a boy.
What one do you think it is?
Well, he said it's in order, so that one.
Wrong. It's that one.
Is it?
Yep.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. Glass B is the 2024 Booker's The Reserves. This comes in at 125.9 proof, 8 years, 2 months, and 12 days old, making it the oldest batch in the lineup by far, because none of these get past 7 years. I mean, they're all 7 years, but none of them make it to 8. And this one is 8 years and 2 months. So, I'm actually glad to find this out, because when I first bought this, I was kind of like, it's so much similar to like normal Bookers. I was hoping it would be a little bit more special, but it is actually really, really solid, and I do really like it. Specifically in this blind, it did really well. So However, that does make the best bookers of 2024 the 2024-01, which is the Springfield batch. And I think I reviewed this. Quite frankly, I don't know how many of these are reviewed because I got a little sloppy last year. Well, not even actually. Casey and I were on fire last year. We had a lot of whiskey to get through. And then this year I've been sloppy. As in, I haven't posted a single video in this year.
But like, you're in school, so we had to give up something.
I know. If I wasn't in college, we would be putting out regular content. And I actually really, really enjoyed when Casey would come over and we'd film videos and put out content. It's just that the editing process just took so long. But Casey and I already talked to him. We're already going to start getting back into it very soon. I finished my essay. I got the first draft back today. And there are some markups I need to change. But I have 2 months to make the second and final draft of it. So
You better not leave it to 2 months.
I know. But I have less homework in the foreseeable future than I had previously. So I should be able to get back to putting out some videos. They're going to be a little bit shorter videos, a little bit more straight to the point, but they're going to be unedited probably is what's going to happen. But Casey and I talked about it. We are going to be putting out more videos.
I don't think you two are going to be able to do that. I really think you two talk so much, and when you guys are together, you talk so fast too. You're just like, like you two are like on a different level.
We just like to have a good time.
Why would you do that?
I mean, the normal videos that we're not reviewing something will be longer and probably have to have some editing to it. But reviews of something is going to be more straightforward. There's no reason we need to have 15 minutes of footage to review something. I'm thinking 5 minutes, just drink it, talk about it, easy. And it might take a little bit of practice, and I understand that. But I'd rather do that than not put out any content. I do feel really bad about not having put content out over the last 3 months because I love doing YouTube like a lot. It's obviously one of my hobbies, but school, man, I hate it. I don't hate it. It's gonna be great for me in the long run, but the long run is not right now. So, first place 2024-01 Springfield batch comes in at 124.5 proof, 7 years, 7 months, and 8 days old. So it is the lowest proof. Yep, it's the lowest proof by 0.1. It is the second youngest, actually. So yeah, I guess that goes to show it's not all about age and proof, because sometimes one of the youngest and lowest proof ones can be the best. I mean, that's quite nice. And guess what? I only had like 3 grams out of it, which means I have a whole bottle to drink. If I was going to die like in a month, do you think I could if I was going to die in a year, do you think I could finish my whole bar?
That's your priority?
I'm just asking. There's a lot of good whiskey in here. If I'm going to die a year from now, when I want to drink it, I'm not saving it for fucking the next guy. Fuck that. I can't take it with me. I can drink myself to death. No, I wouldn't drink myself to death. See, what I would do is I'd start in the morning. I'd have about 2 glasses after breakfast, 2 glasses after lunch, and then 4 glasses after dinner. That way, I'm never drunk, I'm always buzzed, and it's always on a full stomach, so I'm never hungover. That's the first time I've thought about that. Okay. So we almost had the correct order here, but this is how it's actually going. And yeah. Pretty cool. Oh wait, whatever.
Anyway,
catch up with the comments and then it'll be time to go.
no, there you go. Okay.
I was disappointed that you guys left Kentucky before we arrived. It would have been fun watching you guys talk to Lil. Well, next time you're in Kentucky, we can make a special trip. Because it's not going to be an every year thing that we go to Kentucky, but there's no reason we can't have a weekend getaway and come hang out. Like, and even you guys made it all the way up, I think you said, to Chicago.
Yeah.
So we would love a weekend trip to Chicago. And just, even if we took a weekend trip for ourselves and we just met you for dinner one night, that's totally cool. Like, it's a lot closer than the 20-hour plane ride to fucking Australia, right? So, you know, it is how it is.
And I don't know if we're ever going to make it out to Australia because Holden doesn't like spiders.
Here's the thing, actually. The wildlife, the spiders mainly, the bugs in Australia, terrify me. But between Australia and New Zealand have some of the coolest, like, it's like the aura of the place. Like, landscape, mountains, hiking, swimming, just like weather, places to see and visit. Like,
We would have to go in the winter time because it's summer there.
yeah,
Did you know that?
yes,
Sure.
yes. Okay, they taught us that in school. They did not teach us which way the toilet is flushed, okay? I'm not crazy.
They taught me that in my school. You're the one that doesn't listen.
Eating some all-dressed Pringles, like Canada in a tube. Delicious.
What's an all-dressed Pringle?
I don't know. I thought Canada was salt and vinegar.
I'm confused.
At least that's what Squirrely Dan says. I bet if Holden shave the mo, he would taste them differently. Well, it's like a filter. So if I poured it right here and stuck my tongue out, I did, it would be like being charcoal filtered, except mustache filtered.
If we went on Temptation Island, you know what I'd have to say? Yeah, he makes these weird things on the internet, and that bothers me.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, okay?
Are you sure?
I have in my will that after the service, the wake is at our place and no one is allowed to leave before all the whiskey is drunk, but you have to start at the JBWL and work up to the B-Tax and Pappies. Challenge accepted.
So we'll be there.
I hope I'm invited to your
Do you have to be
funeral.
invited to the funeral, or do we just go?
That's a good point.
That would be very much
But how would we hear about it?
the internet. Sugar Kitty would tell us.
But you think people in Australia are like, I better contact his YouTube live stream friends?
What? So he just drops off the face of the earth and like we never hear from him again? Yeah, I think someone would contact someone.
That's a good point. I hope so. I'd celebrate his life. I will send you a link to. I thought he was going to say he's going to send me a link to his death. I'm like, oh yeah, got it all planned out, huh? I will send you a link to some Aussie animal reviews. So I like Australian animals. It's the spiders that get me. And like the pictures of the fucking just side of the road and there are 18,000 spiders. The entire place is covered in spider webs and they're just like fucking trickling down everywhere. Ugh.
Isn't it crazy to think that like he's literally on the other side of the world and he's just like living his life and we're here?
Yeah. And you know what? A spider
What day
this
is it
big.
there?
A spider this big
Is it Wednesday there?
doesn't scare me at all. Yeah, it's Wednesday at 9. No, wait.
Is it Wednesday or is it?
Is it Wednesday or is it Tuesday morning?
Is it Wednesday there?
So Australia is closer to behind us, correct?
I think it's Wednesday there. I'm pretty
So
sure
I think.
it's in line with like Europe.
Oh God, all dressed. I want them to be undressed.
Wait, no. It's
That did not
across the
make things
international
better.
date line. I'm pretty sure Australia is one of the first places for it to turn the next day. Yeah. It's
Tomato, onion, and vinegar flavor. Sounds banging. I could go for some chips. You can go to the Louisville Wake and deal with my Kentucky bunker of over 300 bottles.
Wow.
I will deal with it.
So that's where you keep your bottles when you buy them?
So you just have a bunker? That's crazy.
Can we go stay there?
Break in. The thing is about that though, how much can you really drink? you know, you got to get a fucking team together because how are you gonna make it past the first bottle?
He's a popular guy.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if he's got some bottles, if you want to make it all the way up to the big boys, you gotta get through. If you got 300 bottles, right?
Well,
let's say 100. Let's say 100 of them are like ungodly amazing, even though it's probably closer to like 50 that are or 30 that are like god tier bottles. That means you have to drink 200 bottles of whiskey before you can get there. And even if 200 people came, let's say he has about half the bottles filled, or they're filled halfway. That's still each person has to drink a half a bottle of the cheaper stuff before you can even make it to the good stuff.
Maybe he knows 600 people.
That's true, then it won't be enough. But anyway, theoretical. The spiders and octopus. Spiders and octopi, I think is how that works, are tiny. Those are what you have to be scared of. Exactly. I'm not scared of a big spider. You can just kick it like a dog. Or a chicken.
Okay, let's move on.
But the little ones, that's what like, a big spider ain't crawling under the crack in your door, right? But a little one, stay back, Satan. You know? I tell you. You need a time machine to travel to Australia. Come on, man, figure it out. So it's back in time. If you need a time machine.
It's across the international date line. It's before us.
First place has to see the new day and is in Kiribati, several hours ahead of Australia. New Zealand is ahead of Australia too. Oh, okay, I got it. Yes. Most of the 300 are old pics from 2015.
Hold on, it's 50.
Anything before 2018 is like... anything before 2020 for me is like the good stuff because that's when I started and everything was kind of getting big by then. 2015 pics, OMG, that's horrible. Dispose of it right away. Yeah, send it to me. I mean, it's not worth keeping. 1.21 gigawatts, Marty. 88 miles an hour, right? 88 miles an hour?
No.
Why? I'm more cultured than you when it comes to movies.
I've seen Back to the Future.
Yeah, but that's about all you've seen.
I saw Forrest Gump too.
Kentucky Fried Australian Spider. Do you eat spiders? They're
poisonous.
What does a big spider taste like? I mean, what is a big spider like? Like when you squish a small spider, you're kind of just squishing everything, so it just turns into guts, right? But what happens when you kill a big spider? Is there like bones in a big spider? Like
they have an exoskeleton. You already see the bones.
I got goosebumps.
Well, then let's move on so I can watch my show.
Australia, the big ones open the door. Fuck that. Fuck that. I will pour some Knob Creek single barrel and pretend it's Booker's. Well, there you go. With that being said, it is time to log off.
We have to watch some Temptation Island.
And eat. Probably some popcorn.
You didn't eat?
I ate, but not enough for 5 glasses of cast strength Booker's. Anyway, that being said, thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate and love you guys as always. Make sure you like and like and like and like on the way out. It's TGIT, thank God it's Tuesday. So make sure you're checking out all the other people who are live streaming tonight. But whether it be 21090, Bad Axe Bobby, my and Journey, you know, anyone who's live streaming on Tuesdays, Sugar Kitty will probably put it in the chat. But yeah, hit the links in the chats. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. That being said, we love you all, and we'll see you all in the next class. Cheers. Bye-bye.
First of all, it's really interesting.
It's interesting.
You like it.
I do like it, but it's interesting.
It is interesting.
Bye-bye.